Prepare yourself for invasion. This is Indie Invasion.
What's up? We're live, Mac.
I know, right? It's been a couple weeks. We've been slacking. Well, not really slacking. Real life caught up, right?
Yeah, it's been a rough fall for us.
Yeah.
I know I've been busy. You've been busy.
Yep. So, if you're joining us, jump in, say hello. As you can see, we're hobbying tonight. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, smash the bell button to be notified whenever we do something, which is usually on Thursday.
Yep. Yeah, and let us know if you're working on something yourself, what you're working on.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'm not too echoey. I feel like I'm echoing.
No, you're not. It doesn't sound like you're echoing.
I mean, I have a new. This is like the old days, Mac. This is the
old
days.
If you go back,
I'm like in a little prison cell.
The difference is the sound quality and video quality of what we had in the old days versus now.
That's true.
But the background looks great. The comic book setup, which on a side note, if you guys are comic book guys, Eric started a new channel, Side Quest Comics.
Yes,
so check that out. Yeah,
so you can see me gush over piles of stuff like this,
like Commandy comic books. Right, and supervillains. It's not quite the same. It's not quite the same when you're smelling the old comic books. As it is
a little bit different.
New. It's a little. It might make you throw up in your mouth a little bit when you smell the old one.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys can go check out me gushing about comic books and all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But if you guys are working on anything, let us know. What are you working on tonight, there, Eric?
Well, let's see. I got here. I'm going to do this so people can see it. Boop. So that's what I got. I'm working on tonight. I got some Warhammer stuff there. That's actually old Shadespire.
Oh wow!
Iron Skull Boys is what they're called. And then
I got a few of those.
Got some wrestling guy. It's over there. I got a Hulk Hogan orc that I'm going to work on.
Oh yeah!
And then of course I got some Dormammu.
Dormammu, that's a Christmas present from last year.
Yeah, I keep getting stuck with him. I wasn't sure what I wanted to exactly paint him, up as. So, yeah, I'm going to force myself. I
hope that Alder joins us tonight because Alder is going to be so excited with what I'm working on tonight.
You got some burrows and badgers on the table?
No, but I'm working on bases.
Bases. Yes.
So Alder, if you're watching this after and you don't join us tonight, don't ask me why I started switching over my twisted models to regular bases. I have no idea why. Not a clue. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw some. Yeah, let me do this. So I did make some changes. I posted in the Discord of what I was doing. I like smaller bases as opposed to larger bases. I've never been a real big fan of the 30 mil bases. I like 25. Played enough pulp games that's kind of the sweet spot on a base size for me, as long as it doesn't get imbalanced. So I moved them to 25 millimeters, and that's what I'm messing with tonight. And I'm going to switch my camera and get it set up, and I'm going to get to work.
Let me see. Yeah, I gotta actually get up and go over there.
Oh, you actually have to get up and walk. Wow. Okay, let's see. There's that. Let me get a little bit of light on that. Boom. All right, now I got to figure out where everything is that I'm doing here. It's been so long since we've done anything, I don't know what's going on here. It's like, okay, so let's see. Let's see what I've been working on here. That's what I've done so far.
Now the thing is I'm not going to be able to see anything unless I turn this a little bit.
I'll post some pictures of this later, but I did my little Irk in there. He's got a little action going on with some 3D printed models. And then I liked this one too. This is what I did with my sourberry. Got him floating.
I like
got
that.
him,
Man,
got him floating.
Wow. I'm having flashbacks of my old fantasy Warhammer stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Empire Dead stuff. And yeah, I was doing cool custom bases.
And then now I really like how these came out. So I got the White Rabbit. And then I got my Alice.
Okay. I like that. That's cool.
In Wonderland. And so, oh, it's Terrence. What's up, buddy? What is up? Yeah, this is a pretty sweet table, huh? It's got paint on it and glue and everything else you could possibly imagine. It's got all of the essentials. So now I'm working on, I've got most of my Dickensians transferred over to non-clear bases. So I've got most of them transferred over. My hands are all dirty already. I got paint and stuff on them because I've been tinkering around with the stuff since I got home from work. So that's what's going on there. So I've got a few more that are ready to start working on, and some that need to be primed so I can finish the Dickensians. And yeah, you working on anything tonight there, Terrence, or are you just hanging out? Whoa, flying bases.
Uh-oh.
Perfect. It's okay. It was just a base, no model.
Kind of like this camera view here. The camera's actually out of my face, as opposed to where it usually is.
All right.
And the camera's on my left, whereas I'm right-handed, so all my water, my brushes would always get in the way.
All right, cool. Yes, Terrence, dueling tables. We're just doing a little hobbying tonight. Seeing what kind of fun stuff we can create and come up with and do and all that fun jazz. Because we haven't gotten together, catching up on Archer while you read captions. Hey, there's Tonio. Somebody else that'll be happy to see me working on bases. I feel like there's a bit of a theme developing here.
Yeah, you going to the dark side.
I started on the dark side, so it's not anything new. It's just something different. I always, with my my Night Lords 40K army, I was really, really heavily into making the bases very thematic, and they were all super involved. I did the same thing with my Orc army, and I don't know, I just went to clear bases, and now I'm doing my Twisted guys not on clear bases. So
I don't have my bell up here.
Oh, that's too bad. I'll have to get you another one.
Ding.
Yeah, see, Tony was like, "What's up about that?" Just I caved into all the peer pressure. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I caved into all the peer pressure. I couldn't take it anymore. All right.
Boy, I have not used this paint in a while. It's a little thick.
Which paint you got there?
I am using, let's see, it's Dark Silver Metallic by Pro Acryl.
Oh, wow. Oh, look, and Antonio said he almost went the clear route for Carnivale. That's a good game for clear bases too, though. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, it is.
Because everything about the table and the game is so thematic that you kind of want that. All right, let me move Agatha so she can dry on her. Oh, or drop her. That works too. The recommended place to get clear bases, hands down, that is Litco.
Yeah.
That is definitely.
I think they just had a sale too, or they might have one coming up with Black Friday and.
Yeah, possibly. They are. I'm reasonably confident that I have put, if he has children, that I've put his children through college. So there you go. That's it right there. Litco. They have he does fast turnaround time, good prices. They're all very well cut. You don't get any discrepancies in them. They're not all scratched up. They're just really good quality. He does a great job. He is fabulous. He said, just making sure they were still a good place. Use the hollow ones from Green Stuff World before. Yeah, they are still a good place. They're still top shelf. In fact, if you haven't been to the Litco website in a while, you'll probably be pretty impressed. It looks very good. It's all snazzy and caught up to date and all that good jazz. I was getting stuff from him back when his website was, you could tell it was a small business website versus now it's pretty dang professional looking. So anybody else working on anything? We saw that Terrence isn't. Tonio, you working on anything? Saw you got in a game of Burros and Badgers, which is cool.
Yeah, table looked awesome.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. That ain't no joke. All right. Let's see. So I finally pulled the trigger on Demon Ship. Sorry, my brush in my mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, I pulled the trigger on Demon Ship, mostly because I was painting some bolt action Germans. Nice. And then back to Carnivale for Tonio. What the heck was I saying?
Demon Ship.
Yeah. So I picked it up because I ended up on the Black Site website because I saw that Jordan from County Road Z Earthbound Games, that his minis had come out through Black Site Studios. So that's why I was on the website, was buying that. And when I pulled the trigger on it, I hadn't been playing anything regularly. I hadn't been playing any games regularly. And then I've managed to get in a game for the past 3 weeks of Twisted. So it was kind of funny because I had pulled the trigger on Demon Ship because I was thinking to myself, well, that one's solo play. It's a 6x6 space. It'll be something I can get on the table really easy, blah, blah, blah. All the excuses that we always give to ourselves as to why we should buy something. And then I've ended up playing for the past 3 weeks. So I'm not complaining about that. But I had to pick up the County Road Z models, which were actually, they really inspired me because I finally got my Not a Burger finished that I bought a while ago from Black Site.
Yeah, I seeing a bunch of people post stuff from Halloween playing Don't Look Back and stuff, and seeing these tables. I was like, oh, I got that. Oh, I got that. I got to put that together. Kind of, yeah, inspired me to get back to terrain building a little bit.
Yeah. So Duke says, plan on getting Pit Lord. I'm not sure. I was waffling back and forth on it when I was looking at Demon Ship, because I do like a good fantasy game like that, but I don't know. It didn't pique my interest quite as much as Demon Ship did. And also the price entry point was higher. And I know that it has more models with the starter.
Oh,
But the price entry point was higher, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go with Demon Ship and see how that goes. So we'll see. Oh, look, and we got a bot. Sweet. Sorry for bothering you. They want to offer us promotion for our channel. Aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky? All right. So that's mine. I don't know. I like the concept of Pit Lord. I think what'll really make me make my decision on Pit Lord is how much I like Demon Ship, because since they're both from Malev and they're similar in function as far as the little 6x6 board and all that. If I really like Demon Ship, I may go ahead and pull the trigger on Pit Lord. But I went ahead and got everything for Demon Ship. So I got the little game tracker and the official board, the MDF one. So, hey, there's Alder. Alder, you'll never guess what I'm working on, my friend. I'm doing bases that aren't clear. I know it's madness, but it's what I'm doing. So anyway, that's my take on Pit Lord, is that. I suspect that I will like Demon Ship pretty well. I really liked Relic Blade in its 12x12 format, but Alder put up a smiley face or a shocked face emoji. I know. I know. I guess I just got tired of being lazy with my bases. Listen, I was so I posted in the Discord that I lost the arm to my Fagin. A buddy of mine was playing the Dickensians this weekend and dropped him, and his arm popped off, and who knows where it went, right? I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. But I think that's what got me started on the road to trying to do the bases, because I was just like, there are no twisted models left for me to paint. There's nothing left. I've painted everything that has been released, multiple ones, some in duplicate, some in triplicate. So there's nothing left to do. Yes, I have seen the light, but to be fair, I had seen the light a long time ago, because I used to do pretty extensive basing. But I really think it's mostly because there's nothing left for me to paint for Twisted. I've even painted tons and tons of, let's see, buy more minis. There are no more Twisted minis. Like I own every single Twisted mini. And like I said, some in duplicate, some in triplicate.
Yeah.
Not only do I own all of them, but I have bought steampunk Victorian minis from all kinds of other lines. The Big Smoke, Walsung, Smog, the board game, and painted them up. Start a new game. He says, man, I got so many games. The problem with me starting a new game, Terrence, is here's the truth, is I have a very small gaming group around where we are. And so I kind of got to play whatever anybody's going to play. And that's okay, because really most of the games that the guys around here play were ones I had introduced them to anyway. So it's something I have something for. And I did. I got Demonship. He said hashtag not helping. Nah, you're good. I like buying minis. Now, I mean, I've got so many. I've got at least, if I didn't buy any more minis and I painted 5 minis a day for the next year, I might be finished in a year.
Yeah.
You didn't sound very confident in my assessment.
Like, my problem is I have the minis. I just, when I was downstairs trying to decide what I wanted to work on tonight, it's like I found all these minis built but not primed. And I'm like, okay, I can't get these primed by tonight.
You're still hand priming?
Yeah, I still like doing the hand priming. I always, when I spray, I always miss stuff, and it just drives me crazy when I start painting and then I see a big bare spot and I'm like, oh man.
I got you.
Takes longer, but that's why I need to sit down and just do a prime day or prime time.
Look, everybody's giving me a hard time. Make new friends. I would. We just don't have. See, I don't have a gaming store. That's my standard excuse, because that's how I'm trying to get Alan to get up here. Oh, look, you were right, Eric. Look what Alder said.
Yeah, there's a lot of models there that you don't have.
There are a lot of models there I don't have. and there's one of the guys in our group that is definitely down for playing some Burros and Badgers.
That's funny. I actually thought about painting my last one tonight. Oop. Clicking on the wrong stuff. Terrence said he's got 10 Edo on pill bottles and 3 more with wings.
Paint them suckers up.
Yeah, he's got them all set. What else did he say? He also brush prime. Okay, so he does the brush prime too.
I do sometimes. It just depends. I'll generally spray though.
Part of it too is I think the brush prime, I can buy that one bottle, and it goes a lot longer than a rattle can will.
Yeah, I agree. They do last a long time. I'm just too impatient. Plus, a lot of times I'll be doing some batch painting, mostly with my Zombicide stuff. Like when I batch paint my zombies, I am not hand priming. Oh, yeah, okay. He said the Edo. Now I know what he's talking about from Bombshell Minis.
Oh, for space. Okay.
I love Bombshell Minis. They have some really nice miniatures.
Yeah, I was actually the other day. I think they have a sale on their rule books, but for oh my god, I just blanked.
Counterblast.
No, our friends that make the golly
Retro ray gun.
atomic. Yes,
Retro,
thank you.
retro ray
Retro
gun.
ray gun. I was looking at some of the aliens, and I don't have those little worm aliens. Remember the earthworm guys? I don't have any of those, and I know they have a sale right now with their rule books, but I might have to get some little worm alien guys.
That way you can not paint them too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I figure they're a worm, right? How hard is it to paint a worm?
Well, it's not hard to paint a worm if they can get them. If you can get them to your paint desk.
Yeah.
I mean, there is that part of it that can often be difficult.
I'm slowly been working on. I think I have almost everything that I have painted for that game. I'm still working on the Robot Legion, but something about the pulp, that atomic pulp of those minis that I just like.
Yeah, they're really good. I like them too. They're not I wouldn't put them up there as far as, like, oh, these are the most amazing sculpts and all that kind of stuff, but they are just so filled with character. They're just great models. They really are. I guess I would say like since Alder was picking on me, like the Burrows and Badgers models, right? They're great. They're great sculpts, but what really makes them is the character, is just how characterful they are.
Yeah. Dark gray blue, is that what I want? No.
Terrence wants to know what you're puttering around on there, Eric. He missed the start.
I am working on some Iron Skull Boys for some old Shadespire minis, Terrence. I don't really paint orcs that much, so this is something that I was like, I don't want to try and paint these guys.
I've got my Shadespire orcs painted up for Mordheim.
Okay.
And I went ahead and square based them on the old Mordheim size square bases, the little 25 mil.
I haven't seen those in forever.
Orktober was last month. That's very true.
Yeah, every once in a while I like to grab a mini that I think it looks neat and just paint it without having to worry about what it's going to turn out like. Paint just to paint.
That's how I paint all my minis.
So I sometimes I can't. I have a hard time not doing that.
Well, I can't really paint, so there's that. I got that going for me. As long as I can get them on the table and they don't look like they're gray plastic or metal, I'm good to go, man.
Ooh, this brush is horrible that I'm using right now. I don't want to waste the paint, but.
So we know that Tonio has gotten in some Carnivale and Burrows and Badgers. Has anybody else gotten any games in lately of anything? Like I said, I've gotten past 3 weeks I've played Twisted. I did not play County Road Z the other day. I just set up a table because I wanted to see how the Not a Burger looked. So 3 colors and it's table ready. There you go.
That's right, Terrence. That's right. I need to, I think, keep that in mind. Hard. It's hard, though. I have all these pretty colors in front of me. I want to use every one.
Yeah, I say that, but I don't do 3 colors and ready either, But I have over the years learned to kind of pick and choose. We actually did a whole topic about this, kind of pick and choose who I want to spend the large amount of time on. You know, if I want to spend 3 or 4 hours on a model versus just banging one out based on how much I like the model and how important it is in the larger scope of the game. Ooh, Alder's been playing a Burrows and Badgers campaign. Nice. Hopefully you're winning. I have issues with that, the whole winning thing. We we played a little bit of a Halloween twisted game last week, so I didn't get to play County Road Z. So what I did is I took the zombie rules from County Road Z and slapped zombies on the table while my two buddies played. So I was controlling the zombies, and the Dickensians and the Guild of Harmony duked it out while they had zombies coming after them.
Yeah.
It was great. So Terrence asked, have we seen the Black Site Studios minis for County Road Z? Yes, I have. And by our next hobby night, I should be painting them because I ordered them already, which is what got me on the whole demon ship thing. You know, because I was there and I was like, well, you know, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here already.
I should probably make the shipping worth it, you know.
I should be getting new Don't Look Back pretty soon.
Oh, yeah?
I know I got delayed a little bit, but their original date was by October. So I think it got pushed back about a month.
Okay. What'd you get?
What didn't I get?
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah. You're welcome, Matt. Well, I got all the updated fancy pretty looking book, and I got some of the updated minis, and I can't remember, it's so long ago because I think that was back in March that was being in their back room event. So I actually can't really remember. I know I got more MDF coming because I think I ordered. They have I don't remember if it was like a labs or something like that. They had a couple new buildings.
Oh, I want the trailer parks.
I think I got that. I don't even remember now. It's been.
Oh, you're frozen, Eric.
Am I?
Oh, you're unfrozen.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see my little connection thing. That's the thing with me being upstairs now. I'm not hardwired, so which is odd because the little box for our internet is right on the other side of the wall.
You always got to make things hard, Eric.
Yeah. I think it's technology just fighting me.
So, all right, Alder. Glad you could join us for a little bit, man, so that you could give me a hard time about working on bases. Happy to be here to offer that entertainment.
Yeah, glad you jumped in there for a little while. We'll have to do these on the weekend so Alder can jump in with us.
Yeah. His rogue started slow, but they've been dominating. That's cool. Mobile arms delivering in time to paint summit for Adepticon.
Oh, that's right. Cool. I forgot. I that's another one. I can't remember how deep I went in.
I did not go. I didn't get anything on mobile arms.
I think I went pretty basic in that just because the way that game works, you could kind of just, I can go get some Robotech stuff that's already out and just put it on a size base. So.
Well, I wanted to, but again, I just don't think that I just don't think I'll be playing it.
It do blunt Wi-Fi hard, and sometimes they hit it really hard for me.
There you go. Get you an extender repeater. Follow the directions, Eric. And you too. You can do your part.
I'm just going to drill some more holes through the floors and spread my cord all over this house.
There you go.
So no matter where the computer is, I can just hook it up hardwire. Because remember, we used to record our audio, and it, oh my God, it would do that. And then I'm trying to edit it, and it's just like,
Yep.
"Brr, brr, brr."
I do.
I had to do some fancy editing.
So Terrence went tier 2 to get the Mech Garage and the digital bundle for 3D printing buddy. It's always good to have a 3D printing buddy. Always good to have a 3D printing buddy.
Yeah, I think I might have went 2. I don't recall though.
That's because you're getting old.
Well, yeah, I think it might have been I was gonna go bigger, and I kind of, so I wouldn't forget, I just went in at whatever level.
Right.
And I usually go back in and do add-ons. And
we know, Eric. We know what you do, buddy.
Wasn't able to get on in that one. Yeah, well, yeah. Hamatsu, I think I added on 2 or 3 times. Which is what I think I did for back too. I was like, oh, I forgot I need that.
Well, see, I would too, but I'm just not going to play them, and I know it.
Well, the nice thing I like about Don't Look Back though is you can play it solo.
That's true.
So that's I think one of the draws that drew me into that one, and Dark, and he's got that AI kind of thing going.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was the appeal on Demon Ship for me, because with the solo games where I have to set up more, I've noticed over time I'm just not as drawn to that one as I am to, say, like Relic Blade that's on a 12x12.
Yeah,
right? The smaller is gonna really attract me more in regards to that. Hey, what's happening, Todd?
Todd Pressing. Wow. What's up?
Oh, my printer just stopped. Got to grab something off. Printing stuff for my base decorating.
Your base decorating. That's weird hearing you say stuff like that.
Oh, be quiet. I used to do it all the time. So I got myself a little anvil there. See, got a little anvil I printed. I know, Todd. I haven't seen you in a while, bud.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome back then. Glad to have you. All right, let's see. I got to go into my files now so I can.
I don't know why I brought all these models up. I'm just sitting here working on orcs.
Because you're going to paint them all tonight. You're not allowed to go to bed until you get them all painted.
I swear I'm getting slower and slower in my painting.
Oh, there was a while there we had you all sped up, man.
No, I don't know what it is. I think it's many things. I need some new glasses. I think I'm just rusty too. That doesn't help.
Yeah, that's true.
You get a little bit out of practice.
You do. That's very true. All right, I gotta start this printer up again here real quick.
Todd said, yeah, life gets in the way. Don't you know it, brother?
Man, for real.
But he said he's been building and painting 28 millimeter British World War II models for bolt action. So he's been doing bolt
nice.
action. Awesome.
I'll tell you what, man, has really got my interest peaked is I have for years wanted to find a good World War I skirmish game. Now I realize that those two words don't really seem to go together very well, World War I skirmish, but this Quars War does that because the Quar are very much they're a World War I. They're very much doughboys, and with the release of the plastics getting ready to come out pretty soon through Warlord Games, I'm thinking that that's what I'm gonna do. I think I might
go
pick
a little
up
harder into that.
Yeah, because I have a bit. I wouldn't say I have a whole bunch, but I do have a bit, and yeah. So I do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna get pick some more up once the plastics come out, which I'm not sure when they're coming out. I know Josh said that he would come on with us when they're going to release. So we'll definitely do that. But yeah, I've always really wanted some kind of a World War I. Let's see here.
I've seen a couple out there. I'm blanking on their names that are kind of like they have a Cthulhu theme to them. It's World War II.
Right. I've seen the World War II ones, but I've never seen one for World War I. Yeah, okay. Weird War, Terrence said.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is Turnip 28 World War I-ish?
I think so.
I have the rule book over there. Yeah, the Duke said does make perfect sense. Squad doing trench or city fighting. It could. It's just the few things that I have seen in World War I has tended to be like bolt action. Well, not even like bolt action, but whole army movements, big stuff.
Tanks and stuff.
Yeah. Price of Glory. I'm gonna check that out. I like I love the Quar miniatures. I've heard now I did look into Blood and Valor.
Yeah.
I did look into that, but as much as I really do love the Blood and Plunder and all of the guys that are over there at Firelock Games are super cool, I'm just not a big fan of the rules.
Okay.
Just not for any reason. I don't think that they're bad rules. They're just they're not for me.
I almost pulled a trigger on one of their box sets at Adepticon.
Did you?
Yeah, just because I'm like, I don't have pirates, and I was like, man, this is a good way to jump into them.
Yeah. Now Alan loves. He even got into Blood and Valor a little bit, I believe. And I was very much on the fence about that. I was going to, but I don't know. It just didn't jump out at me.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's no big deal. All right, man, we got some cool stuff going on. WGA makes British, French, and German plastic infantry for World War I. WGA. Is that Warlord Games? Or who is that? Duke says, now I want to look into World War I skirmish. Well, listen, go over to Zombie Smith Games, because it's not actually World War I. And, it's a whole new world kind of thing. But if you go over to Zombie Smith Miniatures with Josh's Quar stuff, you can read all of the background. War Games Atlantic. Okay. You can read all of the background stuff for this Quars War, and it's its own thing, but it's still very World War I-esque. Let's see. Tabletop Alchemancy keeps doing builds and solo play for Silver Bayonet. That's a fun game.
Yeah.
It really is. I only played it. I think I played it twice at Siege of Augusta with Alan, and I went into it not expecting a whole lot, but I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it. So let's see. Here's what we got for so far. I got Squirrel on a little base. He's hiding behind some crates there with his little slingshot that he's never killed anybody with. Probably never will. Nothing too fancy for Shrike. Just a little sewer grate thing there for Shrike. And then I didn't even really do this one. This was an old base that I had that I just found and repainted. So
I love the colors on that one.
Yeah, that one Adam actually did for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam painted that one. So I'm doing pretty good, man. So just this evening, obviously since before we got on, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of control, baby.
Oh my gosh. Give me some of that speed. I'm telling you.
And now, to be fair, I'm only doing bases. Everything I have is painted.
See, I am hoping doing this tonight will motivate me a little bit to do some more building. And like I said, I need to do some priming so I can have stuff ready for when we get together and do stuff like this. I kind of was getting to where I just had too much sitting on my table. So I kind of caught up now, but now I have nothing to work on.
But none of us have ever had that particular struggle, though, right? Of having too much to work on.
Yeah.
That never happens. Never happens.
I think a lot of it, too, is I like just sitting sometimes and just building, putting, something therapeutic about that.
I wholly agree. That's why I build so much terrain, because when I'm just sitting around building terrain, I can just sit and build terrain. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's very relaxing. I will say one thing that I did miss about regular bases, and that is not having to worry about fogging the acrylic.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, this is thick. I have to pop that open and put some stuff in there.
Oh, look, our own personal Google machine has gone to work. Todd says he found World War I, very indie World War I skirmish game called Scouts Out. Okay, I'll look at that.
Interesting.
Duke says, I like building as long as it's a logical sprue and not the weird ones with parts all over the place. Yeah. Don't, if I'm trying to relax, do not under any circumstances hand me anything for Wild West Exodus ever.
I was just thinking that. Yep, those enlightened.
So let's see. Todd said that Scouts Out is an active project, expansion released 9/23/23. Oh, okay.
Recent, very recent.
And then Terrence scooped a bunch of stuff off the table so he can paint his Space Station Zero and Orcs and Troll for Blood Bowl. I know Alan's
do it.
Alan's got a pretty good Blood Bowl league going on at the store.
You know, that was one game that I got a few models just to paint, but I never really dove in deep to that game.
I don't think that I have played it since probably first edition.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Here we go. Okay, so this is a print and play for the Scouts Out. Oh, and you can, and it's got STL files too. Dang it. Only I had a resin printer. Oh, those look good. Those look pretty good too, man. Austro-Hungarian Patrol Pack. Sappers. I might have to check that out. French Patrol. Printable Army lists. Man, this individual has put quite a bit of work into this, I'll tell you that. Scouts Out printed expansion and digital PDF. Oh, this is for a physical book. I see the expansion. What about the regular rule book? Scouts Out printed rule book. There we go. Well, y'all know I got to have a printed rule book. That's just how, that's how it goes. I've actually picked up, so this is on Gumroad, and I've actually picked up a couple of things from them before. I got some miniatures. 7 teams. Red and black on the table is Dormammu. Yes, it is. Yeah, Todd, I gotta have a book. I mean, I'm even okay with printing it myself and getting it bound at Staples, but I prefer it from whoever it is printed. Save me the difficulty. Let's see. Okay, so I have
Terrence, I'll show you Dormammu in a minute here. I really thought I was going to do some work on him tonight. I got
you did. He's very encouraged to be on the table.
All these purples and yellows and oranges in front of me.
And you're using them all on your orcs.
And yeah, I'm just sitting here painting orcs.
That's all right.
Probably, you know what? It's probably because I really don't care that much about the orcs, how they turn out. I'm just kind of playing.
Yeah.
Whereas him, I am a little more concerned.
Right. I got you. All right.
That's why I think he's still not done. All right. Let me do this so we can see him all in his full glory. And what I end up doing is he's got magnets on his feet. So I got a regular city base too done for him. But since he goes on this fancy base. Yeah, I was going to do him in his traditional colors. That's part of the problem too.
Yeah, since he's not in a traditional costume, trying to match.
Yeah, this is his newer costume, which is all right, but
no, I hear you. I get it.
I was trying to figure out a way to make it color scheme like the original, and I just couldn't think of anything good.
Yeah, I might need to check out this. Only problem with this Scouts Out book for me is that he has great minis available. Look at what Todd said.
That's why he has it around.
I am happy to help, sir. I'm happy to help. Is that I don't have a resin printer because I would want the stuff that he has as far as the miniatures there. It's tough to find a broad cross section of World War I miniatures, and he has a bunch. I mean, he's got the French, he's got the British Army, he's got those Austro-Hungarians, he's got a bunch of different stuff, and not bad. I mean, like the patrol pack of 3 French scouts is $16. The thing about that is you're not gonna. It's an STL, but you're not going to find 3 models for $16. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not nowadays.
Oh, actually, this Austro-Hungarian patrol pack is 5 models.
Oh, wow.
Those look cool too, man. They have a fez.
Well, I like me a fez.
Yeah, man. They look cool, dude. Here, let me do this. Boom. All right. I don't know how well that link's going to work, but that's the Gumroad one for that stuff.
Okay, now I'm moving. All I did was switch my brush. I gotta get better about that. If I'm going slow and struggling, I need to just change my brush. I have a bad habit of just beating a brush till it can't do anything more. And all it does is it makes me struggle.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing.
Why I do that?
I'm trying to figure out what to put on these other little cobblestone bases here.
Moss.
I don't know. Got my little anvil. I don't think I want to put that on for any of the dudes that I have right now.
Put an old crushed pop can.
No, this is for Twisted.
Oh, man.
They'll be like, oh, what is that? War Games Atlantic multi-part plastics are like $1 a mini. That's good. Let's see. I wonder if I want to do another crate. And then Bullseye. If only Bullseye was hiking his leg, I could have that crate on his base.
Oh.
And then he could be hiking his leg on it. That'd be perfect.
That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious. Oh wait, let's do this. This might be cool. Let's see. So I was looking for something to watch on Amazon the other day, and I started watching Hyperdrive. If you've heard of that BBC show. Look, it's a comment hat trick now. Discord, Facebook, and what's that other place we do? Twitch.
That's funny.
That's legendary. That's legendary status right there. My wife's working this weekend, so I might actually get on again this weekend since I have a bunch more basing to do for my Twisted models. Don't get too carried away. I'm not doing everything. I'm doing Twisted models. But look here. I'm ready. I'm ready to do all my Twisted models. There you go. There's my bag at 25. I only needed to buy 25 mil because I've got 32 mils from 40K, and I've got some 40s if I need them. I've only needed 140, and that was for my sewer golem. I was going to do green on the base, but I to match the sludge, but I went ahead and went with just like mud and left it with the brown. Just real simple on him. There we go. That's just throw a little steampunk cog on there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Remember the trick of laying the file down and moving the mini base. Oh yeah, that's how I file all my stuff, because I just mess it up trying to pick up the file. I just back and forth. I started doing that when I started using clear bases, because I could never get their feet perfectly flat. My goal whenever I would put them on the clear bases was I wanted them to be able to stand up on their own. And if they could stand up on their own, I knew I would get a good contact. And the only way I was ever able to get them flat was like that, by leaving the file on the table. And so now I just file everything like that, because I end up with just a better surface. All right, so I got these other gears here. I think I'm going to do another one with gears, and then another one, because somebody got to have a plain one, right? Somebody has to have a plain base.
Just put some weeds or something.
Yeah, somebody's got to have something relatively plain. Not everybody's going to have a super cool base.
Losers.
I know, right? My gosh, guys. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I got this whole little bag of them that my buddy Neil, he was getting rid of a bunch of terrain building stuff, and it was in amongst the bag. And I thought to myself, what the heck am I going to do with those? Those are just too big for my twisted stuff. And here I am. Twisted stuffing. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Whoa, too much water.
Too much water.
Too much. Now it's too thin. Yeah, whatever. Let's do a second coat later. Well, actually, the second coat will probably be a lighter tone, so I'm good with that.
That one's huge mongus.
I think that's fur. Yeah, I think that's fur.
For what? You see what I did there? Yeah, that's right.
What you did.
Yeah, that's right. I did.
No, they're actually looking a little more complete now.
Yeah, there you go.
Less white, so.
Okay, here's the question: Have either of us tried the Duncan's paints? I haven't.
No. I've heard good things about them, though.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I think the main thing I heard of that is that the color is, there's a consistency to it, so you know, not to mess with mixing it as much as some paints, and
Yeah. I didn't do anything with that one because I don't know what I want to do. So I think I'm just going to go real simple and put a box on his base.
A box.
A box. There's crates everywhere in Twisted, right? So
a box of donuts.
I probably could. I could probably do that.
That would be awesome. Donuts.
All right, so I got 4 more bases there. Got to dry. Todd said, I've become lazy and do 90% speed paints. I don't necessarily think that that's lazy. I think that that's just smart. I think the vast majority of us as gamers are really just, I think it was Terrence that said it earlier, we're really just trying to get our models to the table, you know, to play the game with stuff painted. Even if you've got those 1 or 2 models that you're like, oh, I'm going to spend a bunch of time on this guy. And you do that, and then the rest of them you just get to the table. Terrence said he bought the Pro Acryl base set at Adepticon. I love Pro Acryl, man. I absolutely love them. I think they're the best paints that I've ever used. And I mean, I haven't used everything, but I've used a lot. But I love Pro Acryl paints. This is not it's not a paid advertisement, by the way.
These models that I got right here, all the yellow on them, that's speed paint.
Yeah, I really like the speed paint for the yellow and for doing stuff like Zombicide.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. You just got to look at it as another tool in the toolbox.
Yep.
You know? Don't think of it as being lazy. Yeah, it may be faster to do, but if it helps, like you said, if it helps get them to the table.
Yep. Because except for me, personally, we all know that our dice roll better when our models are painted. Not for me though. It doesn't matter what my army looks like. I'm gonna roll bad. Crappy paint job is 1,000 times better than a gray army on the table. That's right. That is correct. Well, it is 10:40 here. I'm gonna go camera up. I know, right? It gets away from me, and all I'm doing is bases.
Well, I didn't get anything done on Dormammu. I didn't get anything done on Hulk Hogan Ogre, but that's okay. Well,
I have 4 bases primed and ready to go because I have 4 models still on the table here that let me come back over. I've got a couple of Urkin left to go on bases, 3 Urkin and Dodger or Bullseye. And I think after that, all I've got left is 2 Shrikes, which is one of the taller models to do.
I'll show off real quick what I did tonight. Not a whole lot, just a lot of.
Todd, I'm probably going to go watch a video on Scouts Out too. Not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna go check it out.
It's gamer support. That's what it is.
Absolutely, 100%. I have too many models, so I'm just gonna take some pictures and post mine.
So those are just real quick what I worked on, and
yeah, that's good stuff, man.
I'll do a little switcheroo. Let me switcheroo. Oh.
You have to physically switcheroo and walk around.
Yeah, I gotta get up and seat hop. It's like, was it hot potatoes in school? I used to do that game.
Playing musical chairs right now.
Musical chairs, that's what I wanted to say.
Star Trek Lower Decks season finale. After that, you should watch Hyperdrive. It's a BBC show. It's funny. Space show. Anyway, I'm tired. And now, because of Todd, I have to go watch the Scouts Out video with him. I have to have solidarity with him and stay up late to go watch and see what that game is all about and see if I want to pull the trigger on it or not. Yeah, so that's tonight's hobby night. I don't know what you're doing this weekend, Eric, but I may come back on since I have some more basing to do.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, thank you, Terrence. Yeah, Terrence probably missed my new project.
Oh yeah, you tell him about it.
I will have to message you or something. It's about I'm doing all this stuff. Well, I have a new little side hobby thing going with the comic book. So side quest comics. Look it up.
That's
all
right.
I'm gonna say.
That's right. It's on the YouTubes and the Instagram.
Yeah.
It's on both of them. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining us tonight for a hobby night. Sorry we've missed the last couple of weeks. It's been life. Life catches up to you like that. But thanks for joining us again as we do our best to expand the gaming universe one game at a time with all those independent games, which obviously the new one you need to go check out is obviously Scouts Out. Because me and Todd are going to go check it out. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you can see when we're live on YouTube. And we try to do every Thursday night. Holidays are coming up too, so you can expect some hit and miss there. But typically over the holidays, we'll do hobby nights to make up for that, just to hang out. And if you guys, somebody wants to join us, if somebody wants to join us and pop on and you got a camera, let us know. We'll be happy to have you join us. Also, you can find us on all of the podcast universe place thingies out there. Go find it. Give it a listen in your car. Check us out on the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the Twitters, the Instagrams, and the Discords. For some mysterious reason, I've been banned from Facebook, and I don't really care. So I'm not on Facebook anymore, just so you know. Check out the Discord. Some cool pictures up. Some of the guys from the Drowned Earth have been posting some stuff. Some cool model stuff. Yeah, the Canada's Mantis, really cool looking one. So go over to the Discord, check that out. It's been a little slow lately, but hopefully we can step that up. And check out Redbubble, where you can get yourself a really cool hat like Eric has on, or more importantly, a coffee cup, or if you live somewhere cold, a hoodie. But that's all we got time for tonight, guys. Thanks for joining us. And remember, when you're out there playing your games and putting your models on non-clear bases, to prepare yourself for the invasion of Dr. Doom.